Hello, fellow wanderers, and welcome to WanderCast, a podcast dedicated to the world of Wander Over Yonder. This is episode 6, The Box and the Hat. I'm Cody.
I'm Haya.
And I'm Sunny.
Let's get on with the show.
So, The Box is the first episode we're talking about, and this episode is where Wander goes insane, trying to figure out what's inside this box they have to deliver to Glenn, a guy we don't know who he is, but we find out at the end who Glenn really was, and it was very shocking.
A little
Ain't
creepy.
Nothing like insane
shocking.
Wander.
Yep, nothing like the same Wander.
And then he went to Hat Town.
Yes, it was
Yes.
canon.
It was great. You need to do that more often.
Canon, yes.
Well, it just got confirmed today that Craig, the number of episodes in the season, which is something that I've been questioning for a little while. I'm like, how many episodes are going to be in this season? 36, I think he said.
Wow! Yes.
20, it was...
Dang, man!
There's 3 two-parters, one of which is the pet and one of which is the little guy, which at the time of this recording comes out in about 2 weeks on December 6th.
Yes.
And one of which we don't know, and there's going to be... They did 21 half hours, which equals 3 single half hours and 32
math.
11 minutes? I don't know. But long story short, I think we have 28. I have to bring up the post. Wander News posted it. Anyway, The Hat is the other episode.
It's a
Sylvia-centered episode, which is something that we really haven't gotten in this season yet. Wander's only in it for like a quarter of the episode, which is something new.
But he still makes the most adorable faces, which I love.
Yes.
Yes, especially Wander not wearing his hat is so adorable!
And apparently
I
the
love
hat...
his little hairs on the top of his head. It's like, it's so cute! Like, I mean, I'm glad he doesn't have like this big, long, bushy hair or something, or is bald on the top of his head, because the little hairs just make him more adorable.
I know.
He's such a dork, and I love it. Oh my
And
God.
at one point, when Sylvia was wearing Wander's hat, and I think I'm the only one that just noticed this, when she was wearing the hat, her little hair was sticking out just like Wander's.
I noticed it.
Oh, I
but
didn't notice
don't
that. I
say
need to watch
anything about it. I'm just like, oh, cool.
Yeah. So, about The Box. The Box was an episode that Craig McCracken had talked about in a couple of interviews that he was saying it was an upcoming episode, so now we have it. And The Hat, it's very interesting to have an episode without Wander. We've had 2 episodes where Sylvia hasn't appeared, the picnic and the prisoner, except for at the end. So I thought it was interesting how it was just Wander in the beginning and then the end, and then mostly Sylvia. Because like the pet, we had the 2 story arcs of Wander and Sylvia, and then this one we had just Sylvia trying to figure out how to use Wander's hat, which is great.
Isn't it bad to say that when I was watching The Hat, the only parts I really paid attention to were Wander?
Yeah, you can blame me sort of for that too. Although it was kind of hard for me to pay attention because when I watched The Hat, I was over at my friend's house, at my buddy Anna. I stayed over for the night, and we sort of kept talking between it, and she kept saying how it doesn't make sense, but she loves it, and I'm like, yeah, because we were staying over because we both like ponies, and the season 4 premiere of Ponies was yesterday. So we stayed over for that. But Pony is a whole other can of worms that we're not going to open.
Which
who cares? We got Wander.
Yeah, and everybody making the box reference with My Little Pony season 4 was great.
Yeah, I thought he's. Never mind. I thought we were not going to open this can of worms. What's in the can of worms? I don't know. Anyway, back to
Hey, there's an episode of Ninjago called Can of Worms.
Huh.
Random.
I'm in
coincidence.
full Ninjago mode right now because they're getting a new season. It's such a small fandom on Tumblr, so when we get something new, it blows up within the small fandom, and it's nobody likes a Lego show, and that makes me sad, but I love this show so much. The animation's gonna be so much better.
Yeah.
Anyway, in terms of Wander, there's only one more, current at the time known episode in the pipeline, and that's the little guy in December 6th. Possibly soon before that, we may get listings of episodes after that, because that's how it happened at the end of the bad guy. The episodes come in big influxes now instead of at a steady rate, which is kind of annoying me. But in terms of episodes that we have heard of but don't have an air date for, we got The Void, which we don't have an air date for, and we got that untitled episode of that the voice actors keep talking about the giant baby in the shopping mall.
What?
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
I did too. Actually, speaking of that Radio Disney interview, in the hat, and I don't know if I was the only one that noticed this, Sylvia said, halitosis having dentistry needing thing, and she said that in the Radio Disney interview.
I noticed that too.
I was like, oh my gosh, she said that! Yay!
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, also she said...
I don't really remember the Radio Disney.
Oh yeah, it's jellyfish pie!
Yeah, jellyfish
Wander doesn't
pie
like jellyfish pie.
finally gets seen, and Wander doesn't like it. That was probably the biggest plot twist in terms of us. Ever.
Because most of the fandom thought he would like jellyfish pie. And even in the game, they use jellyfish pie as a power-up.
Yeah, but probably, I mean, he is writing on Sylvia. Sylvia likes it, he doesn't. So maybe it powers Sylvia?
Yeah, probably powers Sylvia.
It hit lives and stuff, didn't it? I haven't played that game in a while, so I'm not really...
You need to, it's a nice game.
Well, Sylvia's the one doing all the running. I mean, Water just has to sit and relax. She's the one doing all the work, man.
Yeah.
Let's talk about how the hat gave her stuff to relax, like a stress ball and like meditation.
Yeah.
Like
I think Wander does yoga.
I thought that was a callback to the old Wander sketches where Wander was
meditating.
meditating.
That's what I was exactly thinking. The moment I noticed that, I was like, oh, what? I'm like, wait a minute, meditation? Why does it sound? And then one of the old sketches was him sitting on a mushroom, no less. Because it fits with the Mushroom Planet theme.
Yes.
Sitting with his arms out as if he was in a meditation pose. That might be a reference to that, and that's pretty insane.
Also, Wander does the same dance he does in the intro when he was doing the victory dance. And oh my gosh, that dance was so cute! When he was like tangling with his hat. Oh my gosh. I loved it.
I love... what was the thing that I said? I love his tango
mushroom falling dance, I think you said.
No, what was it? I said something and I remember it was like something about a tango and then falling off a mushroom.
Yeah. Talking about Wander's falling dance?
Yes.
And how Wander and Hat is pretty much ROTP.
I shipped that even before that episode.
OTP. Hashtag best OTP.
Yeah.
I should put that as a hashtag in our Twitter account, just like when I post this episode, hashtag OTP Wander Hat.
The more I look at the animation, the more I think that the star is actually, like, cloth or whatever, because it kind of fits to it, and other times it points out. Because I have a headcanon called Journey of the Star. It's somewhere in my Tumblr. It's my big, long-winded story of how Wander and Sylvia met. Oh. And long story short, my headcanon for the star on his hat is basically a wishing star, a shooting star that he managed to... I know, but what if people in the podcast haven't heard?
Yes, you have, because you've talked about it before.
We have heard it. And I read that...
Guys, yeah, I know. In case it's a shooting star that he managed to catch, but the thing is...
I'm sorry.
That might be what powers the hat, because my headcanon...
That's what my idea was. That's what I was just thinking. Like, maybe it's a light source. Maybe it's a source of life. Maybe that's what makes it magical. Maybe because the thing seems like it's living.
And when people had the headcanon of Sylvia giving Wander the hat, it was broken now. Broken in pieces.
Yeah.
Now I think that the hat was given to Wander from, like, a magician now, because it's magic.
My headcanon is that he actually made it. It started out as a normal hat, but the star is what enchanted it, because his wish on the star was to travel the universe, and since he managed to catch it, his wish came true, and in order to travel the universe, you gotta have a bunch of stuff with you, so it enchanted the hat in order to carry all that stuff so he could travel the universe.
Like the wishing star, it'll give you your wish, but the one thing is, the wish is only powered by by the star, so that means you have to keep it with you, kind of like a trinket.
It doesn't give you what you want, it gives you what you need.
What you need.
Which, I didn't really get what that message meant.
Calm down.
What?
Apparently Sylvia needs to calm down.
Oh my gosh, that post you made on Tumblr, I laughed for at least 20 minutes.
What? What pose? What are you talking about?
When Wander's like, settle down, Sylvia, she's like, no.
Oh, yeah, that. I forgot about that. That's not getting anything.
All this time we've been talking about the hat, we've hardly talked about the box yet.
Well, there's nothing really to talk about the box, except the fact that Wander goes crazy and the illumination, man. What was up with that?
What?
The illumination?
Oh yeah, that. I'm sorry. I'm distracted.
It's fine.
I'm listening to music in one ear and I have the other ear. Like, I have two sets of headphones on. One plugged into my phone and one plugged into the laptop.
Wow. Well, yeah, also the box, we sort of got like a new song of sorts. In both episodes, we sort of got little ditties.
Oh yeah, Wander did its banjo, but then...
Box, what's in the box?
Clocks, about the fella, they jock.
Can we talk about how Wander was basically about to tell Sylvia that he's dying in that one part?
Oh my gosh, when that, Sylvia, I just want to tell you that I love women. Oh, so cute.
But yet so sad at the same time.
Yeah, I know. Also, this introduced, apparently they have phones, like, legitimately made of cans. Like, ring, ring, ring.
That's my ringtone right now. Wander's ringtone.
I said, catch me! I love that.
That was great.
I hope we see that in later episodes, because that'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be great. I was gonna say, back to the box, I mean, I was talking about the illumination. What did you guys think of that?
It was weird. I actually thought,
I'm sorry.
I had this weird notion when I was watching the episode for the first time, the box. I had this weird notion that Glenn was going to be Wander's brother for some reason.
What?
I don't know how or why, but I thought he was the person who was going to be related to Wander's family in some way. And then I see this guy come out, and the guy that originally comes out with the Hawaiian shirt, I have no idea why, but he sort of reminded me of Craig, even though Craig does not have a fluffy white beard.
No, actually, you know who it reminded me of?
What?
John
Pendleton Ward.
Oh my god.
In a way, he sort of seems
when I looked at him, I'm like, is that Pendleton Ward? I'm like, wait. Is there something I'm missing here? Because it looked like him to me. Just to me, but it's probably just me being stupid.
I was gonna say he also reminded me of John Lasseter, but John Lasseter also does not have a fluffy white beard.
But that Hawaiian shirt, yeah,
Hawaiian
definitely
shirt
John Lasseter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, is John Lasseter somebody I'm supposed to know?
John Lasseter is the creator of Pixar.
He's the director of Pixar.
Oh. You didn't know that?
He's not like the creative creator
I did
of
not.
Pixar. But anyway,
look, I'm good.
Yeah, when I watched this,
I don't know a lot of people and like famous people or popular people. I did it until I got an iPod, and until I got an iPod for the first time, I had no idea like who see even the name's slipping me now. The guy who made Apple.
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs, yeah. I got too. See, my mind is fried because this week I have my big turkey week, so I'm just like, my brain is shot right now.
AP Euro finals and stuff. Like, we're doing final part 1, and I've probably failed at knowing me.
There's another part.
It's more like a midterm, but we split it up into 2 parts, so we don't have to know. Do you know how much crap I have to know for AP Euro? It is crazy.
Wow. Yeah.
And I don't remember things very easily.
With, I was gonna say...
I know I was going to mention that the mail truck on fire was actually a Lord of Illumination.
Yes.
And, Snailman the mailman, apparently. Yes. Apparently he had a voice. I don't remember him speaking.
Yeah, I don't know.
Also, the two guys in the black coats, the give me the box dudes. Those guys were pretty cool.
Somebody said that was Slender Man reference.
That really
should be though. I hope it was.
Slender
Man is perfect.
That didn't really remind me of Slender Man. What that reminded me of, I'm pretty sure only a few people are going to get this. I wanted to make this into a post on Tumblr, but I never got the chance. The Gray Man from LSD Dream Emulator.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Maybe.
Oh my god, I I watched somebody on YouTube play that. I can't remember.
Yeah, I watch people on YouTube play it all the time. It's very entertaining.
I don't think did PewDiePie ever play that game? If he has, he should.
Maybe.
If people on YouTube play it all the time, it's very entertaining. And he really did remind me, because, like, sometimes he pops up and, I mean, I've never played it myself, but he pops up in random worlds and, like, walks slowly toward you, kind of like what the guy did, give me the boss, yeah, and stuff.
I watch people play it online, and it's, like, crazy crap. I'm like, yo.
It's pretty entertaining.
I was gonna say the elimination. When I first watched the episode, I was thinking of it like an Allison, because Allison told me she might have thought it would have been Lord Hater pulling a prank on Wander. I wanted that to happen, and it didn't happen, so.
Is Allison still ticked off at the fact that we haven't had any Hater and Peepers in a while?
Oh, she
Yes,
is.
she is.
She misses him so much.
She's probably fuming.
But Discord, she's
This
happy about
MLP
Discord.
Season 4 sort of soothes that.
Yeah, she's on her Discord RP blog a lot now, but once we get the little guy, she'll be like, yay!
I like ponies and stuff, but I haven't been focusing on ponies. Like, I didn't see the new season premiere.
You should. It's really, really good.
It was awesome. Just, oh my god.
Is there a lot of Rainbow Dash in it?
Yeah, mostly
that's
Twilights.
It's
Yeah.
mostly Twilight's, which is great because she's actually my favorite pony.
And Discord, I mean, like, Discord and Fluttershy. I mean,
Oh,
just a little
I
scene,
hate
but that was
Discord
great.
Sometimes Discord just pisses me off.
Actually,
I'm like, wait.
On the topic of MLP, I also want to make this into a Tumblr post, but I never got the chance. That awkward moment when this week's Wander Over Yonder, the hat, has more songs than the MLP Season 4 premiere. And by that, I mean this week's Wander had, like, the little Sylvia song.
Ride, Sylvia,
Sylvia,
ride. Dive, Sylvia, dive. Oh my gosh, that was great, man.
And the MLP Season 4, there were no songs in the season premiere.
Well, there
And
never
I was
really is. There never really is any songs in the season premieres, not
unless you count Discord singing Winter Wrap Up for a
Yes!
That was great. Oh my gosh.
I don't know if you count that, though.
I love John Delancey, let me tell you.
Discord ticks me off sometimes, but then other times he's just the most perfect person. Thing.
Great.
What even is he?
He's a
Conquest.
Conquest, yeah.
Oh.
It's almost as confusing as Zabornak. And speaking of Zabornak, Sylvia actually said Zabornak in the hat, so we have double species confirmation again, and still nothing on Wander.
Nope.
I really
Part of
want...
me thinks that maybe they don't talk about Wander's species on purpose, because they talk about Sylvia's species, and the fact that Sylvia has a kind and a species sort of makes her a bit more grounded and a bit more in reality, while the fact that they never talk about Wander's species sort of makes him a bit more mysterious and out there, which is sort of Wander's personality.
Or that, they just don't know what to give him a species.
They just don't know what to...
Either that, or maybe Craig is about to pull us through a loop and give us some really, really, really sad story about Wander.
Yeah.
At some point, maybe he's the last of his species kind of thing, like Adventure Time, where Finn is technically the last human again, but there's a lot of theories saying that Susan Strong is another human, but, like, it's all just fan theory.
Yeah, that was my theory of Wander being the last of his kind, but I think he might have siblings and just maybe he's lost from his family, but, you know, my headcanon was that Wander had Star God as his parents, and, you know, they're probably out there looking over him and stuff like that.
Yeah, because,
I kind of like the idea of him being the last of his species, because that makes it even more mysterious, and that also makes him, if it is the last of his species, and I mean, if you were the last of your species type of thing, you would be all like, what the heck do I do? I'm so upset, blah blah blah. And it would make it even better that he would be really, really happy through that if he is the last of his species.
But you want to bet, like, we all got these really, like, intricate, like, headcanons for Wander's species and how Wander and Sylvia met. Bet you any money they're going to explain it in the show in, like, a 5-second flashback, and it's going to smash all our canon.
No, yeah. I'm waiting for them to be like, watch some of the people who work on the show end up listening to the podcast, and it would be really hilarious if they take our ideas and do the exact.
I don't think they can do that with I don't think they can do that because of copyright and stuff.
Well, I mean, many other shows have done the fanfare, like Adventure Time with Fiona and Kate.
Yeah.
And MLP has done a few of that as well with fanfiction. I mean, Wander of Yonder, with all of the theories that we've had for episodes, they pretty much have come true. Like, I think me and Haya have called episodes, like, I called the bad guy Wander going bad, and Haya called the box a twist, so, like, I think that maybe they just know that we're just gonna assume what the episodes are gonna be, because, you know, like, the little guy we didn't know about, but we all knew it was gonna be at least a Wesley episode, and then it was confirmed, so we were like, we're right!
Yeah, because,
or watch, maybe they're actually looking at, because I know Craig did something with the walking meme stuff, and that happened on Disney Channel. Maybe they're actually looking. Maybe Craig is being an awesome person and actually looking at the fans to see
he
what
loves
the fans want to see.
And like, you too, Craig.
We love you.
Pendleton Ward has done that a couple times, and a couple of the other shows that I watch have done that a couple times. But I mean, like, it's like when the creators look at the fans and see, like, okay, what do these fans really want to look for, and in what way can we try to incorporate it into the show? And I kind of see Craig being the type of person who would do that.
Yeah, because he does have a Tumblr, and he likes many posts on Tumblr from the fans. So I think he does look at our stuff.
And then we have April Winchell, who's been reblogging fan art from all of us.
Yeah, but she hasn't been on for a while.
Okay, she's voice actor. It's probably.
She's probably really busy, though.
She's really busy, yeah. She hasn't been on Twitter either, so, yeah, she's probably busy.
Yeah, she probably is kind of busy. But
and it's also getting around the holidays, too. So she's probably going out and getting stuff and doing stuff with family and stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I love how Craig actually does sort of like posts from the fans. It's basically become like a quote-unquote rite of passage in the fandom to have one of your Wander-related posts liked by Craig.
I've had a couple, and I'm so happy. Like, I don't know how to, like, be like, oh my god.
I had like 5 or 6. One of them that he liked, he actually liked my post about how I'm not too fond of the term star nomad, because if people actually called his species star nomad, it sort of takes away the uniqueness from Wander. Go find the post in my blog or whatever.
I think he liked the post where I said you are a true Wander fan when you memorize all the lines. I was like, oh my gosh, wow.
Hey, while we're sort of on, well, it was a couple topics back, but on the subject of last of his kind theories, because, you know, I have a theory for Wander, and mine really isn't that he's the last of his kind. However, I do have a theory for Lord Hater and how I think he is the last of his kind. Like, you know, I got this big, like, headcanon for Wander and Sylvia, how they met, and for Lord Hater, it's just a little thing that can be told in, like, a minute. It really says something about the characters. It's just that Hater was a bit younger, he was always a bit of a brat, and he always, like, lived on, like, this skeleton-like planet. And then there was some kind of, his planet was, I don't know by what, by an asteroid or by some, like, invasion, but his entire planet was, he was a little brat, always. His entire planet, imagine being a little brat and then having the entire rest of your species wiped out in a catamalastic event, and you're the only one remaining. What do? You get mad at the universe for taking away your planet, and you decide to take over the galaxy, so nothing like that can ever happen again?
That kind of makes sense.
Huh. That kind of reminds me of my Sylvia headcanon, except the fact of that.
See, that's
my headcanon is that Sylvia needs. What?
My question would be, if he wants to take over the planets and stuff, so that type of thing doesn't happen again, why would he go after Wander?
Because he's a sly and cunning genius, and he's the only thing standing between me. And now I'm quoting the episode.
Because
Wander, I know, but I mean, like, you would think because that technically sounds like you're trying to make Hater be a good guy because he's trying to take over things so he doesn't have that happen to them.
But he's still a little brat. I don't know.
I know, but it's like backwards logic.
Well, Wander is the opposite of Lord Hater. He's good and friendly and kind to everybody.
But he wouldn't cause any problems for Hater then, because
you used to see Wander
bad.
He's cute and adorable. He's sweet and kind. Look at Lord Hater. He's mean and nasty and bad, but
and he's the number one superstar.
Exactly. So when you look at Wander, he might think that he's the number one superstar. So he's like, no, you must not get in my way. I want to be number one superstar.
He's
number one superstar.
Wander. Like, you know what I always say? There's only one Wander, and I don't know why. It's like my catchphrase now. I don't care. I put it on all my graphics.
But remember,
anyway,
in the Radio Disney interview, Wander said to Sylvia, "You have to see the beauty in Lord Hater."
Back to the episodes.
I was gonna say the new transportation, the box, the space coasters. Reminded me, because Disney, I remembered Space Coaster, Space Mountain, but I don't think that was the reference, but I just thought of that when I was watching the episode, like, oh, Space Coaster, Space Mountain, huh, Disney.
Space trains, because that makes sense,
exactly.
right?
And it's faster than the orbital transporter.
Yeah. I love it how they actually do try to find something that's faster than the orbital transport so they can get the box on time.
And to introduce new transporters besides the orbital bubble is good, because you can't always use the bubble to transport from planet to planet.
And you see how they ran out, so they probably are going to have to try to keep it from like running out.
Yeah, like in Emma.
And it was a pain in the butt to get back in the bad guys, so they probably are like, wait, maybe we should start using this sparingly.
Yeah, because like, I'm saying this, MLP Season 4, how, you know, like, with the Elements of Harmony, now with Season 4, they have the keys in the box, so they're trying to...
Wait, what? I haven't seen it, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, and if anybody else hasn't seen that,
you should have said spoiler alert.
Oh, sorry, spoiler alert.
Well, not like really spoilers, just stuff that's completely taken out of context.
Yeah. Just now the Elements of Harmony aren't really in use anymore in MLP. Now it's this box they have to find these keys. Like the Elements of Keys or something like that.
Spoiler alert, long story short, the Elements of Harmony are now obsolete.
No more.
So she traveled to that other universe to get her crown and Equestria Girls, and now it's like completely useless. I'm like, what? Who cares? Enough of my...
Well, I heard somewhere that Equestria Girls isn't canon.
It's not canon.
Well, it's sub-canon. And they never mention it in the season 4 premiere, so I guess you can take it with or without in canon. It's like one of those things that it's canon if you want it to be. Anyway, back
Megan
to
McCarthy
Wander.
said on her Twitter that it's not canon in the show.
Okay.
I was also gonna say, you can't box me, Boxy. I'm gonna box the box.
Yeah. His faces he makes there, though.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
When they're riding up the mountain,
he his neck out like, nah.
Like, cookies? The salty seashore of some planet that I don't remember the name of?
That makes me think Wander really likes beaches.
Yeah. I hope we get to go to that.
I get to go there. Also, Nana's old-timey potpourri. So apparently he has a Nana?
Oh.
Ooh.
Because he says Nana's old-timey potpourri, so apparently Wander has a Nana?
Unless he's just thinking...
Maybe he's met old people before.
Maybe... What... Okay, this goes back to the idea of Wander being the last of the species. What if Wander and Sylvia grew up in the same family together, and kind of like Finn and Jake, Adventure Time, with the Finn being grown up in Jake's family.
Interesting.
Wander was grown up in Sylvia's family, and Sylvia has a Nana that does the same thing.
So kind of like being raised by wolves. Like, so Wander was raised with Sylvia's family. That actually does sound kind of cool.
It kind of reminds me of Pecos Bill in the beginning of that short, where Pecos Bill was raised by wolves to live with that.
Oh yeah.
Let me question something. What did we have a pilot episode, like an old version? Like Adventure Time had their pilot episode where Finn was 10 and stuff, and Bravest Warriors had a pilot episode, and regular show had a pilot episode. 2 in the AM PM, where they basically get high on drugs, and that's how they turn into Benson and Mordecai. And, like, they get, like, high on weed. He shoved weed and candy or something like that. But I don't know.
Didn't Gravity Falls have
Did we ever
Gravity Falls did. Like, there was a clip online of a Gravity Falls pilot.
Yeah, Gravity Falls had one.
Yeah, I think if Wander has a pilot, it's either... it's probably not revealed yet. They probably would reveal it later. What you call an unaired pilot.
Well, I'm thinking that
maybe on like a DVD or something.
It might be like later on down the road they might reveal it.
Well, I thought that.
So maybe there is.
I thought that the Woe trailer was the pilot episode because.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. That's probably the pilot. They take the Woe trailer as the pilot.
But the Woe trailer,
like a little.
But
pilot.
the Woe trailer is actually confirmed as the intro to Wander Over Yonder, because there was a post on Tumblr who compared the Woe trailer to the intro, and it's exactly the same.
It's almost exactly the same with the movements and stuff. So maybe the WoW trailer was meant to be the original intro, or one of the original intros.
Maybe.
Possibly, because it's got the old logo, and yeah.
Because a lot of the pilot episodes I've seen now, some people, I'm not exactly sure. I mean, I should know because I'm trying to get into the animation business, but most pilot episodes are what people pitch to studios and stuff to get their animations started, and most of the pilots are, again, what they pitch, and I'm not sure if Craig did that. I'm sure he had to.
Well, there are...
So you're thinking that maybe there was something else aside from the WoW trailer that he pitched to Disney?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, there's got to be something else. There has to be some kind of animation aside from the WoW, because the WoW trailer
because you have to show them something.
Later on down the line.
You can't just come into a studio and be like, here, I have these characters. This is what they do. This is my cartoon.
Well,
let's do this.
Technically you can, because I was watching a long time ago of the DuckTales Anniversary Comic Con, and they were showing how they pitched DuckTales, and DuckTales was pitched on pictures instead of a video. Like, they showed the pictures of the characters and how they interact with each other and stuff. So you can do that, but you probably...
Yeah, but how old is that? Though? I've never seen DuckTales, so I have no clue.
You still can do that. I mean, yeah, you have to make a little pilot to see how the show will work, but I just think you can use pictures and just be like, oh, these characters, and... Because, like, movies don't do that. Movies, like, make up ideas and stories, and they probably do little, like, animation sketches, and then little animation, like, tests. But, yeah, there probably is a Wander's quote-unquote pilot or animation sketch test that we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, maybe there is an unaired pilot. We just haven't seen it yet. Maybe if somebody asks Craig, I don't know.
Maybe, yeah.
Or maybe someone should
ask
Craig
ask him, but I doubt he'd answer. I'm willing to try to ask him, but I don't think he'd answer me.
I want that Comic-Con clip in higher quality. So
me too! I totally want that in higher quality, because when I take screenshots of that, it's just really bad. I'm like, I want to see what it looks like.
Ask Craig!
Craig, please!
We're so shy to do it ourselves.
If anybody here is listening who is also in animation or is actually like going into animation or is actually an animator now, can you answer me how people pitch it? Because I want to make sure, because I want to know, because I never know what I'm going to do down the road if I come up with an awesome idea and I want to try to pitch it, but I'm not sure if that's going to ever happen, but
yeah, same here.
It's nice to know.
Yeah, I want to get into animation as well, so I want to kind of know how this works, because I've researched a lot about animation, how the process works, but not how the pitch ideas work, so we really got to know this information.
Honey, let's make a cartoon together.
Oh, yes! I have a whole bunch of ideas, though.
You can be the idea girl, because I can't come up with good ideas, and that makes me sad.
Yeah.
Let's do this thing.
Because my cartooning teacher that I had at my community college that I took a course during the summer was actually a retired animator, and she taught us how to draw different cartoons from when she used to animate from Warner Brothers and Disney and stuff like that. And she had a whole bunch of ideas for a children's book, and I had told her she needed a ending for her book, and I had pitched a couple of ideas to her for the ending, and so she actually took some of my work and then credited me in the back of the book for the ideas.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, I got to pitch an idea for a children's
awesome.
book. So yeah, I think that maybe if I don't become an animator, I probably want to work for children's books, because I'm really good at writing for children's books and like that.
Honey, you can pitch the ideas, and I'll help. We can do this together. Probably.
I would love to write a Wander Over Yonder golden book, because that'd be awesome.
That would be so.
Oh my god, do it! Somebody needs to do it.
Somebody needs to do it. Oh my gosh, my gosh.
I don't like. My parents tell me I shouldn't buy golden books because they're meant for little kids, but I have a Wreck-It Ralph golden book right here.
I had that same one.
I do too.
The one with Ralph on the cover, and he's squirting Vanellope with the frosting.
No. Actually, it's a big golden book, and it's basically the whole story of Wreck-It Ralph.
I have that one too with the portrait and everyone
on it, and then Ralph in the back, Vanellope in the front, and then Felix is kind of standing on the bricks, and then Calhoun's kind of running in with the side legs behind
it.
Yeah,
that same one.
Yeah. I wrote my name in it, and it has Felix drawn next to my name.
Aww.
Yeah, apparently thinks that it'd be awesome if the show gets like really popular, have like books inspired by it.
Or comic books. I would love comic books.
Oh my god, okay, so Steven Universe is getting a comic book. Adventure Time has a comic
really?
book. Yes! Adventure Time has a comic book. Bravest Warriors has a comic book. Ninja Turtles has a comic book. I need a Wander Over Yonder comic book.
My Little Pony has comics.
Oh, and Regular Show has a comic book too, and My Little Pony does too.
Ugh. We need Wander comics. We need all this stuff. Come on, Disney. We're hungry.
You know, they could pitch it. They could pitch a comic to Kaboom Studios. They would do it, and
I would love to write a comic.
But like those little reader books for like little kids. That'd be cute if they did like.
I'd buy them all.
Yeah,
buy them all.
Writing down a couple of ideas for like stuff I want to write on Tumblr for Wander-esque ideas for books and comics and stuff because I really want to do it badly. I want to write books and yeah.
Hey, you could probably write some books, but you'd have to get permission from Craig to use the characters and Disney.
Yeah, and Disney. Yeah.
Because Craig owns the characters, but Disney basically owns the entire copyright because even though Craig still owns some of it.
Should we get back to talking about the episodes?
Sure, let's do that. I was gonna say, I don't know, like, we should talk about this, but Wander pulling his hair out and going insane.
Oh, yeah,
that!
Well, people are saying that Wander might have some kind of disorder.
I forget what the name of the disorder is.
It's
but
some really
it's like
big
a hair
long word, but it's when you pull your hair out when you're anxious. And sometimes I do that, but I don't do it when I'm anxious. I do it when I'm bored.
Same here.
Then again, who doesn't pull their hair out?
Who doesn't do that? I put in my hair all the time.
When I pull hair out, it hurts. So I don't do it.
Well, anyway,
So I don't do.
People are saying like when Sylvia spots him doing that, she tries to like get them there faster, which is good because it's making him anxious. Like, well, were you up all night? Yeah. And may I mention like the previous night, somebody pointed this out.
Try Trichotillomania, something like that.
Yeah,
I can't pronounce it.
Word that starts with a T. Mm-hmm. But when Sylvia, she smashes Wander's banjo at one point, and in one frame you can see the back of Wander's banjo, and apparently there's a star on the back of his banjo.
Oh, here it is.
What? Yeah, there's always been a star on the back of his banjo. You didn't see that?
There is?
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently, because I don't think we've ever seen the backside of his banjo.
I saw it.
Here we go.
In the egg. I have a screenshot of Wander's backside banjo, and there's a star on it.
Backside banjo.
Backside banjo.
Talking about his banjo's
sounds like a weird band.
That's what Wander should call his banjo, the backside banjo.
No, I found out how to pronounce it. Trichotillomania.
Oh, okay.
That is way off from what I was trying to say.
I'm not over backside banjo.
You need to send me that screen cap, Sonny, because I might not have seen it.
Maybe it's the egg, or maybe it was this episode. I'm not sure, but I know I've seen it before. Maybe.
Yeah, it's kind of a little distorted because in the box he smashes it and it gets crushed or whatever. I'm like you broke Wander's banjo. That is a crime that is unforgivable.
He probably has another one in his hat though.
Yeah. Then again, cartoon logic could probably fix itself.
Yeah. Or Sylvia buys another one. I was gonna say how this episode Sylvia was believing in Wander. She was like, "Oh, don't give up, buddy. You can do it." And then when he had his breakdown, and she's like, "I believe you can do this, but it doesn't matter if you don't believe yourself." I was like, Sylvia, why? And then Wander keeps not. He doesn't open it, and she's like, "Proud of you, buddy." I was like, "Oh, baby."
And he knows I'm sorry.
So cute, little baby.
Nuggies him on the head or something.
And
of course, in the hat, they hug when they finally,
so cute.
I love this hat.
I love this hat.
And apparently, the hat can get really, really big. What? I'm thinking at the one point fit inside the hat with the air in it, and I'm like, what?
I was hoping they were gonna do that, they were gonna somehow manage to get inside the hat for protection.
And yet they still reach up more into the hat and still bring out stuff. I'm like, where's all the stuff? And I'm like,
my favorite part in the episode was the end. Sylvia got to go to Snorlax's deli, and then she sees the clothes side, and she has a big grin, and then she's like, "Oh my god, are you serious?"
I love the face she pulls there. Who is Slarnak? I hope we get to see this Slarnak who owns the deli or whatever.
And like a deli has pie? I thought a deli had just sandwiches. Every deli I've been to, there's never been pie.
And that's where Wander got his sandwiches from the picture.
Yeah, maybe.
He got them at Slarnak's deli.
So there has to be a reason why he wants to go to.
Mail.
Because like someone,
that'll never get old.
Because someone posted like this on Tumblr how Wander's like jellyfish pie, and yeah, at the end he's like, "Oh, we're here!" And so he's happy to give Sylvia her pie.
Yeah, he's happy because Sylvia's happy.
Yay, babies!
They're happy because they're both happy. Ah, babies!
Did we mention at one point that Wander can use both of his hands? Because I think we did at one point. Because I'm watching the egg now to see if I can find the back of his banjo thing again, and he played his banjo with both of his hands.
Yeah, this episode I noticed he played the banjo with his left hand this time around. But yeah, he's anorexic, he used both hands. But writing, like I said in the bad guy, he writes with his left hand, but maybe that will change, he writes with both hands, but right now it's just the left hand.
Yeah. Need I mention in the box they were roasting marshmallows over
Yes!
butter?
Oh my gosh, I freaked out when I saw that. I was like, they're roasting marshmallows!
It's so cute.
Making delicious hot...
Sylvia just burns in like the flames.
Making delicious hot s'mores. They're s'mores, Buzz.
Yes.
Someone make that. Someone do fan art of water.
Wait a second.
What?
What?
Whoa, what was that? I just noticed something in the egg.
What?
That I never noticed before.
What?
Whoa, what the heck?
What is it?
In one screenshot in the egg, his little chin hairs are hanging way off of the character like there was an animation error.
Oh.
I just noticed this. There it is. I'm seeing it right now. Oh my god. Animation errors.
I'll let you viewers know that we can't see this. Only Heya can see this because we're doing this via Skype call and we're not doing this on video. So apparently, maybe you should try posting that screen cap at some point.
Oh, I'll get it.
Yeah.
I'll get it.
If we make this into a video, you can just put it on the screen now, but then again, it might take extra editing.
I could do that, though. I have plenty of time.
Every time yeah, there it is. How it was working was when he was it was at the part where he was he was sitting on the branch, he was basically moving his arm back and forth, like, I don't know which part you're talking about when he was doing the song and he was going
Oh, the dance.
That part?
The dance, yeah.
Yeah, the one dance he's doing, and it's way in the background behind Sylvia, not one of the ones in the front. And when he's going back and forth, the chin hairs will come off.
Oh, when he's kind of like doing the Running Man.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
it'll
yeah.
go on and off, and then it will go, and then after he stops doing his little singing stuff, it just stays off of his face.
Oh.
Like, there was probably an animation error.
Yeah, animation errors are fun, especially when the fandom picks up all the smears. Yay, smears!
Yeah, so many smears in the show.
We should have, you know what the fandom should have? A smear scavenger hunt.
The smears aren't animation errors, though. They're just to make the animation look smoother.
Yeah,
to make it look smoother, but they're also very fun when you pause on them.
I will make the smear scavenger hunt a real thing. I'll just be like, fandom, we need to do this.
To make an entire, like, Google picture folder of just smears, because I know you have ones that are dedicated to each episode.
Oh, I have, like, almost every smear in every episode in my folders, and I should make a separate folder for just the smears, because I have a separate folder for animation errors, and I really should post them, but I don't. I just make the folders for the episodes, and then screen cap everything, and then just finish that. I think the hat was the most difficult for me to screenshot, because at one point I got distracted to screenshot it because of all the Sylvia I was trying to get, and there was just so much going on. Screenshotting is hard work, and I know some people are gonna like think of me that I'm crazy, but my process of screenshotting is really difficult and hard to do, but I still manage to do it, and I have to do it because I'm dedicated to this one thing I have to do in the fandom. But yeah, I try my best.
Pretty sure my role in the fandom is being on this podcast and making a bunch of witty text posts and some cool graphics and some cool art. I don't know.
My role is podcasting, fangirling, screenshotting, and having my role as...
Sorry, I'm just thinking about that one moment in the hat again.
And yet...
I don't even have a role.
And yet
What
people
is my role?
Your role is making awesome art because your art is awesome.
Because we can't draw. Well, Cody can. I can draw.
I can draw a little.
You're
but not
better.
as good as
Okay, you two are better drawing than I am. All right, my art.
I'm better in terms of traditional art. I mean, I can work on a computer, but it kind of comes out looking a little meh.
I'm still convincing my parents to get me a tablet for Christmas because I'm like, I need.
Wake and Bamboo Fun, dude.
Yeah.
Start with the Wake and Bamboo Fun because I started with a crap tablet that was like $60, maybe even cheaper than that. I had no idea what the brand of the thing is, but it had no pressure sensitivity. It basically worked just like a pen mouse.
Yeah,
but I would suggest Wake and Bamboo Fun because the Wake and Bamboo Fun is really, really, really nice as a starter tablet. And then work your way up. Like I have an Intuos 4 and Intuos. I have an Intuos 4 and an Intuos 5. I think maybe it might be an Intuos 3 and an Intuos 5. But I haven't touched.
Now we're talking about drawing tablets.
Yeah,
that's great.
Because my dad and I were looking at some, and I showed him the Bamboo Fun, and he's like, "Oh, that looks like a good one to start with." So hopefully he'll buy it for me when Christmas time comes around because I really want it, so I can draw some Wander art. It probably won't be as great as your guys' drawings, and everyone else in the fandom is so amazing. But I try.
But I doubt you're gonna be bad, Sonny. You're gonna be amazing, so stop.
Please, I draw like a 6-year-old. Have you seen my Wander drawings? They're horrible.
And I could probably try to you should, when you start off drawing and stuff, I'm gonna suggest either starting off with GIMP, or if you've seen the program I use, Paint Tool Sci, I can show you where to get a trial version. You can try that. Photoshop is fun to use, but it's literally like better for photo editing. I've never really liked drawing in Photoshop, but I used to because it's all I had.
Yeah.
Other than GIMP.
Yeah,
and GIMP.
I have GIMP too, and whenever I usually draw on the computer, I draw in GIMP. I also like photo edit, like more extreme, like photo editing in GIMP because it's good for both of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
mostly just
back to
I don't like GIMP. GIMP is pain in the butt. I don't like it, but
well, GIMP is all I have.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and not every Paint Tool Sci. I love it, and it's only if you take the Japanese yen and I guess translate it over to American dollars, it's about $60, and it works like Photoshop, but in a sense I like it better. It doesn't have any text, it doesn't have special editing and stuff in it. You have to know how to do the things yourself.
Yeah, because when I made some of those Wander wallpapers a while back and some of the iPod, iPhone wallpapers, I make those in a program called Photo Filter 7. It's like Photoshop, but not really. No one really knows what the program is. My ex-boyfriend gave it to me, and I still use it because it's the full version and I like it. It has a lot of good text that that's how I crop my screenshots as well during the episodes, and I do when I screenshot, I do at least 20 screenshots per set. I do at least 8 sets per episode. The pet was at least 12 sets of screenshots, but that's just how my system works, and I've shown people how I screenshot, and they're like, "Why you do this? It looks so hard for you." But but I like to put myself on hard.
I mean, you take things to the pain in the butt level, but it's perfect because that means you're dedicated to doing what you want.
Exactly, because I do the same thing when I edit videos. When I edit my Wander over Yonder videos, that's another thing I do in the fandom. My Wander videos, I take this so much. I take it so seriously, but I'm so dedicated to it that I want to keep doing it because that's what I love to do with this fandom.
Yeah, I make wallpapers from time to time. Sometimes I use GIMP to enhance them. Oh, oddly enough,
I've used some of your wallpapers and I love them. Especially, I've used your Wander Sylvia one where you did the sunset, and the one where the ones with the couple with all the Wander screenshots. That's my current one right now because I love it so much.
I was using that the other day. I'm currently using the one where it's the spacey background, and I cut Wander and Sylvia out of that one poster, and they're all around the right side.
Yeah, I've used most of them.
That was hard work.
I can see that.
You wouldn't believe me if I told you, but I actually do a lot of this editing, this desktop wallpaper editing in Paint.
Wow. Really?
Paint is a very powerful program if you know how to use it.
Yeah.
Which is what I do. which is what I'm doing. A good chunk of that is actually done in Paint, and I really know how to use it, so I'm pretty much utilizing it to its fullest potential.
It's
which is basically what I do.
People out there who are like, oh, don't use Paint to draw, but it's like, if you know...
It's good for, like, picture editing, if you know how to use it.
If you search for some of these artists that don't have... They have Photoshop, but they prefer to draw in Paint, like, some of these guys can draw realistic eyeballs and pop it out, and people are like, oh, how did you do this? Did you do this in Photoshop? No, I drew it in MS Paint. And, like, the old version from, like, Windows XP. It's...
Yeah, people are
mind-blowing.
I think we should get back to Wander now.
I was gonna say, cause, like, when I did the wallpapers, I used the Facebook vectors, which, by the way, those vectors, when I saw them, they were absolutely perfect, cause I was like, I need some new Wander vectors, cause the fandom doesn't really do enough. And then those got posted because of the Facebook photo album
the
thing.
photo thingy. I'm like, that's the best thing. I love all the
We need to
little
talk
vectors
about that.
for
We need to tell people more about that if they don't know.
It's cute. It's on, like, the Disney Facebook page or something. Wander News, like, isolated the file, and you can, like, play it in, like, a new window or whatever. He also isolated all the assets at my request, and everyone's request, because those are really good vectors that people can use.
If you do enter the contest, make sure there's nothing, like, bad in it. Don't post, like, you eating McDonald's food.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, you can't have yourself eating candy in it, which I think is kind of a dumb rule. But either way,
because
like a lollipop, it doesn't make sense to me because every kid has eaten a lollipop.
Disney is against junk food. When they used to have a spot. They used to do a collaboration with McDonald's to make.
Yeah,
McDonald's
I know
toys.
Disney used to collaborate with McDonald's,
and they had McDonald's.
And they stopped that.
Yeah, they stopped it.
I miss Disney McDonald's toys. I miss them a lot.
Yeah, but now they do Subway bags, which hopefully will get.
Which is kind of. Wander Subway bags.
Yes.
That needs to happen.
No, but they put fun things inside those bags. Like we got the little scratch off planes for Wreck-It Ralph, and then we had the little like window stickers and stuff for Gravity Falls. Maybe we'll either get window stickers for Wander Over Yonder, or maybe we'll get either scratch cards or maybe even something even better.
That'd be great.
I would like playing cards. Well, I mean not like poker cards. I mean like little trading cards.
Collectible cards.
Yeah, like little trading cards, like MLPS trading cards. I think, right?
Wander
or like collectible cards that they give in the bags and stuff. And depending on like you have to collect all the cards, and you get a random card in each bag. And maybe the cards will have like when you flip them over, it'll have like different things, like maybe a store
like a puzzle.
Oh my god.
I was gonna say like...
No, I mean like information about the characters.
Yeah. Like it would say like name Wander, species unknown, favorite activity, hanging out with his best friend Sylvia, favorite food, sandwiches.
What if sandwiches actually aren't his favorite food? Plot twist.
Dun dun dun!
I'm sorry, I'm just thinking about the hat again. That one shot with Sylvia on the roller skates where she's wearing Wander's hat.
I loved your post. It was so accurate. Waiting for posts to get for vlogs. Dramatic music.
That was from, I linked the original gift set because, you know, that wasn't my gift.
Yeah.
That was somebody that whole scene, like, anytime now! I was just like...
One of my favorite posts was, someone had the gif of Wander doing his dance. It was saying, when you come up with a clever pun.
More like any time now when you come up with a clever pun you think is hilarious but nobody else thinks it's funny and you're just waiting for everybody just to get it.
Like walking in a winter wonderland.
Which I need to make into a song parody because I've already made
I already got the art for it. That was when I drew that Wander picture of him in the snow and stuff. That was
so cute. I was listening to this Christmas song, and at one point, I can't remember the name of the song. Oh, it's Oh Night Divine. They say, For yonder
breaks a new...
What was that?
It's that's Oh Holy Night.
Oh Holy Night, right. I did that for chorus in like 10th grade. I couldn't remember the name of the song.
I remember 1 year in chorus we sang Believe from the Polar Express.
Oh my gosh, I love that song in the movie.
And I always remember that song. It was great.
Believe in what your heart is saying. Feel the melody of playing. I will sing.
If you ever write
the Christmas tree, because I actually wrote a version of that. As we go and plan and hop.
That was great. I was singing it in my head at school.
We see every galaxy. We'll stop. I
wait,
still need to post I saw Wander to Planet Earth because that was my other Wander.
I think I saw it, maybe.
Nice.
The song, Zoe, just promise me you never make a Wander parody song off of the Christmas Shoes song, because that song makes me cry every time I listen to it.
I made an AMV to the Christmas Shoes once. Back when I used to make AMVs. It was for Clyde and the Chance of Meatballs, and I kind of...
The Christmas hat.
I don't know. My
Wonder
AMV,
would be the Christmas hat, and it would be sad. And
my AMV phase was a really weird phase. I have, because, I have my own version that, I saw Wander visit Planet Earth, which is a completely sort of different subject, but kind of the same beat-ish. And I saw Wander.
Oh my god, Donnie, what are you doing?
I also wrote, what else did I write? I wrote another, what? Wait, what's my here?
No, just ignore me. I'm laughing at this thing. I'll link it to you guys, but it's not even Wander related. It's just turtles.
I actually wrote another song for the drummer boy. I wrote Banjo Boy for Wander.
Oh, you should post that. That sounds really good.
It's not finished yet, but I'm hoping to finish it. It's in
Once
one
it
of my
gets finished.
notebooks in school. I wrote it for creative writing because my teacher was like, "Oh, you have to write a Christmas-related song dedicated to a thing you like." So I was like, "Can I do a Wander over Yonder related song?"
I get an assignment like that. Ugh.
I know my teacher's awesome. She'll
Why
like.
can't
let
my
us
school
do
be
it.
cool? Say it.
I've done a lot of Wander-related stuff in school, like. In art, I've done many projects where Wander is my subject, especially in cartooning.
Spoon rest. That's about all I've done.
I made
think
that.
for my semester final, my design class, I'm going to do something like minimalistic and Wander related.
We actually get to my next R2 project is where we get to take an animate object and create a character out of it. So I'm going to take a spoon and make a Wander little spoon character out of it.
Harry Spoon.
Harry Spoon, yes.
Honey, I really want you to look at the thing I linked. I'm sorry.
Why?
Just do it. You won't
look
regret
at
it.
it.
Maybe we should get back to Wander. Or, I don't know, we're about an hour in.
Well, I think we talked about mostly everything in the episode.
Because the show, once I mentioned, the show keeps getting better and better. It's one of those rare type of shows that I think it gets better and better with every episode. And it's like, it makes me happy. It makes everyone happy. I love it.
It's great.
We just, that's pretty much all we say. Like, yes, we love the show and it's great and that's why we're doing this podcast.
And someone said on Tumblr, like, oh, they're not getting a second season. And I'm like, where did you hear that? I
Bull
think that...
crap.
Yeah, because
If they don't
April
get a
Witch...
second season for this show, I'll be very surprised.
I know, because April Witchell said that she's, like, been
And
recording
she's doing
a
more
lot.
reporting, so probably it is like reporting for like second season. We need a little bit more time, but most likely we might get a second season at some point.
Yeah, but Gil and I were talking about this when the writers of the show come to season 5 and they have no idea what to write down. She had told me they should make the bad guy returns and that all the other episodes from season 1 will be the prisoner returns or the picnic returns, and that'll be exactly what it is, just returning episodes with different plot points.
I
The
really
sequels.
just want an episode where it's surrounded. I'm sorry, but I really want this. Really, just want an episode surrounded by Wander and either his childhood or whatever. A backstory for him. I need a backstory.
We all want
I
a
need
backstory.
Baby Wander. I
Baby
need
Wander.
Baby Wander.
We can't wait for the little guy because the little guy's gonna be great with like little Wesley and he's gonna be so
Chubby little Wesley.
I didn't even think Wesley was gonna be so like a little chubby, adorable. Oh my god.
He looks chubby from the screen cap. I mean, we haven't seen him in full body. We've only seen pretty much his head or
What
his
if he's
eye.
super buff? What if we're just actually seeing a super buff chest? Like,
Oh my god.
Or maybe
What if
he is
he-
kind of chubby. I don't know.
What if he's chubby and he wobbles like a penguin from being so chubby?
Oh,
so cute though.
So cute.
the little guy's gonna be adorable, and I'm calling it now.
You're so cute, I can't stand it, Tree!
And it's gonna be double length, which is gonna be great.
Yeah, it would be great.
We've gotten a lot of double-length episodes so far.
Yeah, apparently there's actually only 3 in the season, because Craig confirmed. The pet is one of them, the little guy is another, and there's going to be one more double-length somewhere down the line.
Maybe that'll be the...
Watch, season finale is a double-length, and it's about Wander's past.
That's what I was going to say. The season finale might be a double-length.
I'm calling it.
Yeah.
I was, I was on Filling the Void. I got to do an interview with them, and we were talking about how, like, when the season finale comes out, Filling the Void, Watchdog Radio, and WanderCast should all do a collaboration podcast where we talk about the season finale.
Here's hoping we don't all talk over each other.
Yeah, that's what it's
and here's hoping we don't crash Skype if we do.
Yeah, but it'll be great.
Yeah, but it'll be great. Got some more water.
Or we can do it in segments where we have to find who's going to do the hosting of the thing, which filling the void, it's kind of suck because I'm not sure if Watchdog Radio wants to do that or if Filling the Void wants to do it, or since we've already done double time with Watchdog Radio, if we should be the ones who host the call itself.
Well, I told them the idea. I had the idea for it, so I'm
you're most
them
likely
yes.
Yeah, I came up with that in the future. I guess we'll think about it.
And if it does come to that, we can make a double-length episode for this, like a 2-hour-long one where we have an hour with Watchdog Radio, an hour with them, so we don't have crashes and stuff. Because my computer's super slow. Having more than 4 or 5 people in a call sometimes makes it run really slow.
Since we've done Watchdog Radio, we should probably ask Filling the Void if they want to do one with us as well.
Yeah, like all 3 of us could be their guests.
Yeah. But we have to enter that contest. They do the questions and answers, and then they pick a random guest to be on it. I got picked. I don't know why I got picked, but it was fun.
Enter as WanderCast, so all 3 of us get on.
Yeah. Yeah, that.
WanderCast the blog itself is connected to my blog.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's connected to all of our blogs, so I don't think we can do it. But either way, I guess, I don't know. We'll figure it out eventually.
We should do, like, at one point, if there's not an episode, we should probably do a question and answer as well, because both podcasts have done it, but
you guys were suggesting that we should just make a random podcast of us singing Wander parodies and songs, because that'd be great.
Yeah, like,
do it.
Yeah, we should do that. Just do random stuff.
I'm gonna say all of the words, because I can't sing, so.
We'll do questions.
That, or,
we'll do questions.
Said that, like, we should put all of our blooper stuff into one episode.
Oh, we're doing that no matter what.
Yeah, we're doing that.
Also, should we release episode 0? Because, in case you guys don't know, episode 0...
Episode 0.
Episode 0 was so bad.
And yet, we should probably still put it online. For those of you who are wondering, aka all of you, episode 0 was our first recording of episode 1, which we weren't happy with, and we decided to re-record it. That ended up being the real episode 1. We're still thinking about maybe releasing episode 0 just for the heck of it. Because,
or at least parts of it,
or at least parts of it.
If we make the episode, it's probably going to be me doing it. I'm not going to post the whole entire episode 0 because if we're making a blooper reel, I'm making a blooper reel for everything at one time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll probably be in that if we have a blooper reel.
Because we have lots of cut material from many of the podcasts, and we should totally just post them.
Yeah, just
everything.
We'll post the silly string incident.
Yeah, because we are dumb, we mess up, and we forget things, so you'll definitely love to hear that.
Yeah.
Anything I say could end up in a blooper reel because I say a lot of stupid things.
So
maybe sometime in the future, maybe you could look for that because we might be making that. In any case, I'm pretty sure we might have one full episode dedicated to the little guy because it's double length. Look for that.
Like we did with the
sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah, look for that sometime after the episode airs, provided we get this episode up before it airs. Well, there's another 2-week break, so I think we will at the time of recording.
Like this week, I probably won't because I have my big turkey game week, so probably maybe next week I'll get it out.
Yeah, and even then it would still be before it.
Yep.
So, I guess this kind of wraps up this week's episode. The episodes were great, as always. Can't wait for more Wander. Then again, we say this at the end of every episode, but it's true.
It's the truth.
It's the truth.
It's true, it's actual, everything is satisfactual. Zippity-doo dolls, zippity-doo. I want someone to do a MV with that song with Wander.
Yippity-doo, yippity-day.
Crap.
My, oh my, what a wonderful day.
Wonderful day.
Oh,
It fits.
Uni, where are you? I gotta get back to talking to you again about that. Oh.
So let's wrap this up.
So on that
Sorry,
note,
I got distracted. I just realized I have an Ask log I have to continue.
Oh.
We haven't updated any Asks since, like, May.
I need to check my Sylvia one, because there's a lot of RPs I need to finish.
I guess
Oh,
we
wait,
all
I have a Wonder blog I should be running, too.
Yeah.
Crap.
For those of you who don't know, I'm Sassy Spornak, one of the Sylvias. I'm also Wildboy Wander, which is being bad as rad. No, I love that
I'm
one.
Happy Orange Nomad. I'm one of the Wander blogs that I do, but I have so many blogs I should be running that I need to...
I do not have a Wander roleplay blog because I'm not the biggest role player.
Well, mine's not really a roleplay blog, more of an Ask blog. I don't do roleplays, especially since a lot of people, when they do roleplays, they want shipping. And yeah,
Including me.
roleplay for
I'm
Ask
sorry.
either.
I ship Sylvia with everyone I RP with.
I do
'cause it's
Ask.
fun.
And most RP blogs do asks and stuff, but mine is like drawn asks and stuff, and I don't do RPing because I ship Commander Peepers and Wander together, and I ship it hard, and I love it. So to avoid any conflict, I just don't do shipping because I want to be able to appeal to the entire fandom. So I don't want to be like shipping centric and be like, oh no, I only ship this. So this is what you're gonna see. I try to avoid that. So everything, if I get an ask, shipping ask, I don't answer it.
It's a good thing that when I do my shipping RPs, that there's one Sylvia that likes Sylvia and Hater and I don't, and I like Sylvia and Awesome and she doesn't, so we can, separate. But I'm still good friends with all the Sylvias, especially the Wander RPs. I mostly do like, hey buddy, how's it going, pal? You want to go get some jellyfish pie? And I try to be sweet and
Which
insincere.
I actually hate. You're Sylvia. Sorry, I forgot. I thought you were.
Yeah. I'm also Wander too, but I'm wildly Wander. I'm his alter ego. Because I love the bad guy so much, and Heya had told me, hey, you should do an RP as Wildboy Wander, so I just love playing Wander as a jerk, even though I love adorable Wander. I just can't RP Wander as himself, so an alternate version of him where he's just really, really bad is actually comfortable with me, because Sylvia's nice and all, especially when I RP with Wanders, my favorite Wanders, and I'm like, oh, hi buddy, how's it going? I'm all nice. But when I RP with Hater and Peeper, especially because Allison's so great as Peeper, you need to check out her RP blog if you haven't seen Commander Peeps, it's great. I had to be like, hey you are jerks, and get out of my face, and
So roleplay blogs, check them out. Lots of fun. Personally, I'm not really into roleplay, but if you are, check them out.
Whoa, Zoe, you just got really distant.
Whoa! Zoe's away!
Wait a minute, darn it. Are you?
Cody!
Can you hear me?
I'm gonna jump, and you shall reach down and catch me.
I thought my microphone was working. Sorry, I've been holding this external microphone this entire time, and apparently
Wait,
it has...
Sunny, did you go back and try to listen to the episode to see what he was saying?
I did. She said, Sylvia said, Wander says, okay, Sylvia, I'm gonna jump, and you're gonna reach down and catch me. Got it? Sylvia says, what? I can't hear you. Hey, speak up. Look where you are, and look where I am.
Dang, dude, you have some ears.
So I've been holding this external mic the entire time, and it hasn't been picking me up. Apparently,
I heard it in my
headphones.
Internal mic. I watch the episodes after they premiere on TV through my headphones, and I put it up really, really loud so I can hear it. Yeah.
On that note, we probably should wrap this up because we talked about wrapping this up 5 minutes ago and then we go off on a tangent. That's usually how that stuff happens.
I was going to say, because the hats, when I watch Wander episodes, I watch them at 12 a.m. because I have football games and they end at 10. The hat was the last episode I get to watch at 12. I finally get to watch Wander at 9 p.m. because I'm done with the Wander Band season. Yay!
Honey, we can watch together!
We can all watch it together. Hooray! On Skype and stuff.
Yeah, because apparently I was just in that one time. It's because, roleplay blogs, fun, if you're interested in them, watch them or whatever. I personally am not But if you like it, then go check it out.
If you like, I have
It's
other
fun
RP
if
blogs
you
I
like.
run. I run 2 Ninjago RP blogs. If anybody here likes Ninjago, I know Zoe doesn't. I don't think Zoe's watched it, and I know Sunny doesn't like it. But I run a techno shipping ask blog, which is Zane and Jay, and then I run a Zane blog with my friend Uni, and then a Dipper Pines blog, which I need to get back
So
to.
roleplay blogs, lots of fun and lots of
fun.
And then Wander.
Wander fun and Wander is great. And so on that note, we should probably wrap this up for real
Oh my
this
God.
time.
The last ask I answered on my Wander blog, that was so long ago. The one with Sylvia at the age of 16.
Oh my god, it was a phase.
Teenage angsty Sylvia, it was a phase. And on that happy note, we probably should wrap this up for real now.
Yes.
And we should see you next episode, which hopefully will be dedicated to the little guy in full because it's double length. And hopefully Wesley will be like really, really cute and stuff or whatever.
Really, really cute and chubby because I wanted to be.
Yep.
And hater peepers, give us hater peepers, especially to Allison. She needs it.
Yep. So I guess until next time, we are WanderCast. I am Cody.
I'm Haya.
And I'm Sunny.
And we're signing off. There's only one Wander. Oh no. There's only one Wander, guys! I don't know, I just felt like saying that because I like saying that, okay?
Scream it at the top of your lungs.
There's only one Wander! You can cut now.
There's only one Wander!
Cut now.
Louder!
There's only one Wander!